help fund mentor networks. When we have available funds, we actually make investments in companies. We actually help commercialization as well. If you've got any high-tech companies that are coming out of kind of our state's research institutions, we match those funds. And so we believe strongly in funding for entrepreneurs and that entrepreneur spirit in making Tennessee a really great place to start and grow a business. Several of our folks from Launch Tennessee are here tonight. Chuck just got a braid from one of the braid bays, so I'm very excited for that. Evan runs our workforce program. He runs our job board. He runs our internship program where we place interns and startups across the state. Victoria helps us out with marketing. If you have any questions about Launch Tennessee and what we do, I'm sure any one of us would be glad to answer those. And for all of the people online tonight that are looking for great opportunities to invest, and for all of you here, let me just say, these companies that you're going to hear from tonight, they're all great companies because they're all from Nashville, they're all from Tennessee, so invest in all of them, I would say tonight. Get out your checkbooks, whatever you need to do. I'm old, I said get out your checkbooks.
I'll tell people how.
But, all right, so y'all have a great time and enjoy.
Thank you. All right, I just want to give you guys a little bit more information about how this is going to work. But first of all, I'd like you guys to all take out your phones and point them at this QR code here. That QR code is going to take you to a link. It's wefunder.com/community/Nashville. Try to just make it /Nashville, but talk to the developers. Classic, get out of the way. I'd like to ask all of you guys, first of all, open that link, go to whatever social media platform you have the most followers on, and post about it, right? Tell people that you're here, tell people that you're here to invest in these companies. They deserve your support. All it takes is $100 to start following along on the journey of these companies. You know, I'm not telling you to break the bank tonight. If you want to write a $10,000 check, go right ahead. But it takes $100 to sign up and become an investor. You can invest more later, but really you just become part of the community that is supporting all these founders. And that is what this is all about, right? Your $100 investment could turn into another $500 investments, or maybe someone in your network finds that company and says, wow, I want to invest $10,000, right? This is all about building a network of support so that these companies can grow. So please go ahead and do that. It's important. I really want to emphasize the fact that this is about building a network of support for these guys. So, you know, what I would say is, like, you know, whatever your budget is for the night, even if you don't have a budget, you can just click the follow button as well for these campaigns. But, you know, I encourage you to invest in multiple campaigns, follow along, post about them. This is the way that Wefunder believes we can really supercharge entrepreneurship, not just in Nashville, but all over the country. This is a right that we should all have to invest in startups that we love. And if a company is raising on Wefunder, anyone can invest. I've got to say a couple things. All but one of these companies tonight is raising what we call testing the waters. That means that your reservation to invest they will not receive any money. It is a commitment on your part to invest. No currency will be. I can't remember the whole disclosure. Legal language. We'll post about it later on. But basically, all but one company here, Peer Connect, is in testing the waters. That means that your commitment to invest is not a permanent commitment. You will have the opportunity to reconfirm that investment later on. So again, I encourage you to go ahead, sign up, follow along, because that's what this is all about. What else was I going to say? I think that's it. I'm really excited to have you guys here in the room. And at this point, I'm going to turn it over to our first company. We're going to keep everybody on a tight schedule because I know everybody's busy and there are a bunch of companies here. Our first company is Nodat. This is Erica Harnell. Welcome to the stage. Come on, you can do better. Here's the clicker. Erica's building a platform for small businesses to help small businesses locate their customers more quickly and more accurately. She'll tell you more.
Yeah.
I'll give the mic away to Erica.
Okay. And then how do I use this?
You can figure it out.
Is that?
There you go.
Oh, no, that's
Other way.
That one?
There we go.
Damn, thank you.
Fine. Up or down?
Down. I'm short. All right. Good evening, everybody. I'm Erica with Know That. And so I'm going to share a couple of scenarios with you. And if I say something that resonates with you, I want you to yell out, I know that. Got it? Awesome. Okay. So you know how when you want to try a new brunch spot and you go to Google and you type in restaurants near me, but the same 10 restaurants show up every time, and you've been to all of them. And then you're hungry as hell, and you know that you don't have time to just stumble into a restaurant in Nashville because you know that you're going to be waiting in line for a hot second, right? And then what about the time that you paid full price for your designer outfit, and then your buddy walks up and starts bragging about how they paid half price for the same look? Now, we know that these two scenarios are really frustrating for consumers, but they're also frustrating for local businesses. Imagine how local businesses feel when they're trying to figure out why 92% of them are struggling to generate repeat revenue. We know why, because they're not showing up on the first page of Google, and ain't nobody got time for that. That means that their customers don't know that they exist. That means that their customers haven't heard about that 50% off deal. And we know that building relationships within local areas between the local business and the community is how we're going to solve that problem. Know That is the first geo-targeting mobile marketing platform designed to help local businesses connect with the right customer at the right time in the right service area. How cool is that? Pretty cool, right? Now, we're working with over 200 businesses, and we're starting to see really powerful results. For example, Pros 12 South has used Know That's disrupting geo-targeting platform for 2 weeks. And previously, they've used platforms like Nextdoor for 30 days, and they saw zero, zilch, nada new customers. Know That sent them 19 walk-ins in 2 weeks. How amazing is that? Come on, y'all, that's amazing. Authority Magazine has already called Know That the next woman-owned disruptor in the marketing tech industry. That's because we're changing the game. We're changing the way local businesses connect and create local customers, and changing the way locals find their favorites. Know That knows you. Save time, don't waste another dime, and find the right customer every time. Thank you.
Thank you, Erica. Apparently our live stream is messed up. We had to send out a new link. So if you go to the Wefunder Twitter page, the new live stream link's there. You should send that out too. Here we go. Our next company is called Noted. This is Alexis Jones. Please welcome her to the stage.
All right, hi everyone. My name is Alexis Jones, and I am the founder and CEO of Noted Returns. Noted is a technology company that specializes in online purchases and returns. So what does that mean? I'm going to need you all to participate. So can you raise your hand if this applies to you? How many of you have a pile of returns sitting in your home or maybe in the trunk of your car thinking one day I'm going to get to it? Okay, and keep your hand up if it actually is a problem. Noted has created the solution to that problem. Noted's patent pending technology, I keep forgetting to hit that. Noted's patent pending technology securely locates all of your purchases in your email, organizes them onto your Noted dashboard according to return window, and with a few simple clicks, you can schedule one of our Noted drivers to come to your home and office and return it for you. That's back to brick and mortar stores, shipping carriers, and we even take donations to our local charitable partners. Our mission at Noted is to create reliable and trustworthy return service so that you can save money and time doing the things that you love. So our business model, when we first launched in August of 2021, we did a more of a direct-to-consumer approach. So we had a subscription-based model built annually. But as we go to scale, we realized that the key to that is through partnerships. So we are closely we are closely finishing up some of those partnerships as we speak with some luxury condos, off-campus student housing, and even collective work centers, so that we're able to operate more efficiently, scale, we're able to market with little effort, but then also get an influx of sign-ons at one time. Together, let's make Noted a household name. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexis. I know that in my household, your solution would be very welcome. Next up to the stage, we have Emily Bowman. She is the founder of Brave Babes. How many people have gotten their hair braided tonight?
Oh, that's like 2. Hi, I'm Emily, as you said, the founder and CEO of Brave Babes. Brave Babes is teams of mobile braiders creating Pinterest quality braids in your home, office, work, a bench in the park, literally anywhere. We're currently in Buffalo, New York, and Nashville. Oops, wrong way. So I think one of the reasons we've been so successful is because we fit into just about every moment of a woman's life, from the kids' party to prom, bachelorettes, weddings, ladies' nights, literally just to clean the house or for their scheduled C-sections. We get booked for everything. So as I said, we're on demand, we're on location, and we're creating those Pinterest quality braids. While we're in the home, we have this really cool opportunity to kind of create a custom braid babes experience. We bring a speaker, we play music, we have products that smell really good, and we can have a really intimate conversation. Our clients feel very connected. Every braider is trained on how to take professional quality photos, and then they share them instantly to the client, who 9 times out of 10 posts the photo on Instagram. We have a very Instagrammable business. That paired with our product is literally on their head, walking around, and everyone says, oh my gosh, your braid is so pretty. So those 2 things together have led to a lot of viral organic growth, which has been very fun. We don't hire braiders, we create braiders. So Marissa in the back just told me, before boot camp, she did not know how to braid. So we have a boot camp course that attendees pay to attend. Last year, it was 10% of our revenue, should be more this year. It is 100% virtual. So every boot camp, literally, we've had people in the UK take our boot camps. And then we hired, Marissa did a really great job, and so we hired her out of boot camp. Our traction's been impressive. We almost 4x'd our revenue last year to $566,000. This year we're projecting $1.5 million. In Q1 already exceeded our goals. With that, thank you. I would love to talk to you more about Brave Babes, especially if you have interest in being included in our Wefunder round. We're going to use the money to launch our custom app and start scaling Brave Babes more nationally. Thank you.
Brave Babes makes me want to grow my hair back out. Thank you, Emily. Our next company is Saying Cash, Stevie. Steve is one of the first founders that I spoke with when I first started working with Wefunder. That was a year ago. Wow. Now we're launching the Wefunder campaign now. So you have a soft place in there's a soft place, whatever that is. You know what I mean?
Was not expecting that tonight. How's it going, everyone? All right, Saying Cash, no applause, just throw money. My startup is focused on songwriters here in Nashville. There's no secret that songwriters in this town and across the world do not get paid what they deserve. They're now the butt of memes right now, and we are going to change that. So basically what songwriters deal with is laws built from the 1950s. They're still recovering from piracy and Napster, I don't know, 20 years ago. And basically, streaming services built their applications without songwriters in mind. So how did I come up with this idea? I used to work in finance at Morgan Stanley, and we used to trade stocks and clear money, and it was intraday, it was 2 to 3 days. And someone told me that songwriters get paid 9 months later. And I was like, moving money takes 9 months, why is that the case? So I started to do some research and found out that a lot of the songs that you hear on the radio are not written by the artist. They're written by hobbyists who work 3 or 4 different jobs just so they can afford their bills, and then they are the ones who write the song. The problem is the money getting to them takes that long. So we need to change this. I've always been a huge fan of live music. I used to work at Jones Beach on Long Island, saw all the classic rock, Aerosmith, Rush, David Bowie. I fell in love with that. And then I really started to appreciate songwriting when I went through a battle of depression and kind of wrote myself out of it. This felt like an idea that was just personal to me like 5 years ago, but it's since changed. There's a lot of documentaries about songwriting now. There's Songland, the show on NBC. We all heard about the Joe Rogan, Neil Young battle that started with COVID and then kind of shone a light on what was wrong with the songwriting industry. So the timing right now is perfect for this solution. This team has been assembled over the course of 3 to 4 years. We have a former BMI who's one of the competitors. He's an executive there. We have marketing specialists, we have product specialists. All the people that work with us their number one goal is helping songwriters get paid on time. Momentum for me, I worked with the Entrepreneur Center a couple of times. We've done Renew Nashville and Pre-Flight. We've worked with Launch Tennessee. You guys have sponsored my intern last year and this year, and now to the fun stuff. So I literally just got back from LA. I was part of Launch House. Me and 20 other entrepreneurs lived at Paris Hilton and Cardi B's former mansion in Beverly Hills, and they helped us launch our company. I did not think when I started Sendcash 5 years ago that would be the place where I'd launch my company, but that's where it was. Reed mentioned we kind of started a year ago, but I'm up to $15,000 and 23 investors on the Wefunder campaign. Super excited about the community round, and would love to have you guys join all the songwriters in our Wefunder campaign.
Thank you very much for coming up tonight. Our next company is Human. I really enjoyed getting to know Dawn over the last few months. I'm really excited that she's finally launching her community round. We turned down the step. They offered us a step. But here you go.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Hi, Olivia Christian Ezra. Okay, now I'm back. I'm Dawn Cornelius, and I'm the founder and CEO of Human. I've spent most of my career, my entire career, being a data-driven marketer and using consumer insights and research in order to inform and influence behavior. So when my marriage ended about 8 years ago and I ended up in the dating scene again, I quickly realized that, wow, we have a problem. It was hard to find authentic connection because often there was this mismatch between who people portrayed themselves to be on a dating app and who they actually were. And then I realized that, hey, because of my consumer insights background, that data doesn't lie unless it's manipulated or there's just bad data. And then that became my aha moment, that the problem with many online dating apps is really a data problem. And so bad data in actually equals bad data out. So practically, an example from my own personal experience, that you end up with a situation where the person that you meet at the date is a totally, entirely different person than the one you've been speaking to. And I realized that this wasn't just my problem, but it was actually the problem of hundreds and hundreds of other people and expanded that to actually millions of people around the US and around the world. And so when I was in business school, I realized the way that advanced AI could be used in order to solve this data problem in online dating. And so I began sketching something similar to what's actually on the screen. And by actually looking at people's real behavioral information, their listening, their viewing habits, and looking at people's existing social footprint, to use that in order to create a profile, that we could actually remove the bias that we have about ourselves and remove the bias, the superficial one that we have about other people. And this would make the experience more authentic, more real, and that we could actually get to the real version of who someone is. That's how Human was born. And so today we have launched our pilot, and we have users nationwide from 14 states and 32 cities. And our tech team is working really hard to build out our patent pending technology. Why does this matter so much to me? Well, at the very core of who I am, connection matters because of my origin story, but also because of my life, the part of my career that I didn't mention that's been spent in service and in ministry. And I've learned at the very core of humanity that we all share the one thing in common is that we all desire deep connection, that we all want to belong, we want to know that we matter, and we want a meaningful relationship with another person. So if you're looking for your forever person, then you can actually join our pilot via our website, myhumanapp.com. And if you believe in this vision of honest connection, then come on and invest with us. And then you can be a part of actually changing the future of how people find their person.
Thank you, Dawn. I want to break it up a little bit here. I know I think that's like 5 or 6 pitches. We got 6 more, I think. But I just want to talk for a minute about like what does it mean to be an investor on Wefunder? I think one of the coolest things about all this is that kind of angel investing in startups. It's all this cloak and dagger. I don't know. We hear about people raising $100 million or whatever. There's strategic advisors or venture capital, all these things. It makes everyday people feel like that's something that they can do. But through Wefunder, you can create a one-to-one relationship or a 10-to-1, 100-to-1, 1,000-to-1 relationship with a founder. And you can be on that journey from the beginning. We see Wefunder founders reaching out to their investors, people that have invested just $100, maybe more, and asking them for advice about like what do they want to see next. How can will you help me find the right person to hire for this role? Right? This is an opportunity for you to learn about how a startup grows, and also to play a role in these founders' journey. I think it's a really inspiring thing to be able to think about. So I encourage you guys all. I know we're flipping through these QR codes quickly, but go here to the Nashville community page. Go look at the pitches on all these pages. And I really just encourage you to invest. It's a really cool process to be a part of. Could I ask someone to bring me a beer? Yeah, thank you very much. All right, and with that, I want to welcome to the stage Emily Bruce with Peer Connect.
Can I get a beer too? So raise your hand if you know somebody who has been impacted by autism, special needs, or mental health challenges. Autism, anxiety or depression. So yeah, lots of hands just went up. I just went the wrong way. Sorry. Okay. So special needs and autism diagnosis rates have gone up exponentially in the past 20 years. Autism rates have increased by 176% in the last 20 years, but all diagnoses have increased as well. And because of that, parents have a really difficult time getting connected for building friendships, play dates, even finding out about inclusive events within their community. So I decided to do something about it. I developed Peer Connect. Peer Connect is a mobile application that just facilitates the process of getting parents connected for those play dates and then also promoting those inclusive events. We have a multi-sided business model that allows for subscriptions for parents, therapists, and businesses. We have a lot of company traction, so we've connected with businesses across the country, but we're really actually growing here in Middle Tennessee. We have over 400 users, that includes parents and businesses. We are targeting ABA therapy for a therapy market. This is our team. My business partner is somewhere in here. He has his PhD in software engineering and he coded Peer Connect. We're raising money because we want to hire an initial team. We want to begin to upgrade our product and then also generate meaningful revenue. And that's it.
Thank you, Emily. And now we have come to the stage. Ooh, I'm here. Thank you. Today was the first time I bought a keg in like 12 years. I texted Johnny and I was like, "Can I buy a keg?" He immediately texted back, "Yes." I was surprised. I'd like to welcome to the stage Brandon. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. DeRoche of Propeller.
Hi everyone. Let's see if I can talk today. I'm Brandon. I'm the founder of Propeller. Propeller is a digital marketing platform that sits at the intersection of social impact and culture. Our mission is to inspire activism and help build movements for change. We create campaigns that introduce people to causes and reward them for taking action. So this could be anything from winning a trip to Paris to meet Justin Bieber for supporting racial justice, to going to Bonnaroo in a tour bus with 3 of your friends for taking climate action. We tap into people's self-interest and motivate them to act. So to date, we have about 1 million registered users in our community. We have 5.5 million actions we've generated for nonprofits, as well as raised $4 million for them. And we work with many of today's leading influencers, major music festivals, and a lot of musicians as well. We've generated $3.1 million in revenue to date, and our clients are typically the nonprofits. And so a lot of people don't realize that nonprofits actually spend billions of dollars every year in trying to reach new supporters. But the problem is that traditional methods of acquisition are no longer working for them. And so they struggle to reach young people and people of color, and ultimately the people that they need in order to survive as an organization. And so our solution to this is incentivizing these fans to take action and ultimately connecting them with these organizations. So we're ready to take Propeller to the next level. We are kicking off a partnership this week with Red Rocks Amphitheater in Denver. We're going to be at every show there for the next 2 years. We are working on arena tours. We're out on Justin Bieber's tour. We're working with Shawn Mendes and J Balvin and the Black Keys and Demi Lovato and Outside Lands and Bonnaroo and many others as well. Sorry. We are a public benefit corporation, and we're seeking like-minded people that are going to be, that we hope to be our investors, that understand that putting profit at the expense of the environment and social systems is not the best path forward. The more impact we create, the more revenue we create. The more revenue we create, the more impact we create overall. That's the way we see it. And so impact is really our business. Thank you.
This is a good time, I guess, to also mention the fact that Wefunder is a public benefit corporation. Part of our mission, our mission as a public benefit corporation is to democratize access to capital. We mean that in 2 ways, right? One is helping connect founders to people like you who will invest, helping founders get funded. The industry of funding startups is inherently biased. 2.6% of the venture capital funding last year went to Black, brown, or female founders. That's a pretty astounding statistic. And our goal in part is to fund those people who have traditionally had a harder time bringing their idea to market. Also, I think 80 or 85% of venture capital funding went to California, Massachusetts, and New York. We're here in Tennessee, and we deserve to be funded as well. So that's a part of our mission as well. I think it's my favorite part of our mission. It's really trying to find ways to make sure that everyone, talented founders everywhere, regardless of whether or not they came from a network of people with the ability to write big checks, have the ability to get funded. And with that, I'm going to welcome to the stage Steve Paris, the CEO of Fan-Owned Club.
Thank you not only for inviting me here, but thank you for breaking up, providing just a little bit of gap between me and Propeller, because that was really impressive. That was awesome. Steve Paris, co-founder of Fan-Owned Club, and I hope in the next few minutes before Reed gives me the hook, you'll walk away understanding why almost 500 investors have invested almost $1 million since we were founded in 2019. Even if you're not a sports fan, you know that soccer is the most popular sport in the world, or football as they call it everywhere else. It's 4 billion fans. You probably also know that popularity is increasing here in the US, especially if you're a Nashville Soccer Club fan, right? What you might not know is that even in the US, European soccer is more popular than Major League Soccer. You might also not realize that that huge fan base of soccer fans, they're not happy. Too much money, too much greed, too much corporate in the game that they love. They're looking for meaning, they're looking for connection. That's where Fan-Owned Club comes in. We're disrupting traditional club ownership by giving everyday fans the chance to own a piece of their very own European soccer club. Now, you know what it means to be a fan, right? We're all fans of something. Cheer for your team, wear the colors, easy stuff. But what's it mean to be an owner? It's access, it's influence, it's the opportunity to profit, right? We put those two together to create what we call a fan plus owner experience, and we think it's a scalable model. In 2019, we purchased our first club, FC Pinzgau-Saalfelden, located in the beautiful Western Alps in Austria. We've co-piloted them to their most successful 3 seasons in club history. We've won awards for kit design and jersey. We've tripled local revenue. We've also had global media coverage, UK Daily Mail, Forbes, The Athletic, etc. And we've even sent some of our alumni on to play in Major League Soccer at Real Salt Lake. And starting in 2022, this July, you're hearing it here first, it's not on the website yet, we're going to transform the women's game. I hope you'll join us on our journey. We are Fan-Owned Club. Thank you.
You gotta love that because it's like the same model in a different industry. We're trying to do the same thing for startups that they're doing for soccer, football. I'd like to welcome to the stage Alex Burch. I have an emotional connection to this race because it will be located just a few blocks from my house, and I look forward to being there very often. Alex, come on.
All right, yeah, well, I'm Alex. I've been in the Nashville restaurant scene for the past 10 years. Worked at Bastion for the past 5. I've been the wine director there. Project. And I'm opening a restaurant called Bad Idea. So open those checkbooks for that name. But anyways, the goal with this is to make wine much more approachable, bring the price point down, and I don't know, make it more approachable in the end. I've got a partner chef that's going to be, or he's currently at the Catbird seat. He's also worked with me in Bastion about 5 years ago and some other fantastic restaurants. So we have a lot of very high-end restaurant experience. But in the end, a lot of our friends don't end up coming in because of the high price point. So just trying to make everything a lot more relatable. I've got a picture of a vineyard, but this is all food he's made recently. Everything's a bit in development, but fantastically talented. We've got this old church space in East Nashville that we're about to get going on, which should be a nice contrast to the name of the restaurant. And I think that's about it.
Tell us about the wine we're drinking tonight.
Oh yeah, so I ended up selecting the wines tonight. We've got an Albarino called Nordico, that's the white wine, out of northern Portugal. And then we've got Toro Marone's Tempranillo out of Ribera del Duero. Yeah, hope you dig it. Cool, thanks.
All right, doesn't this space look cool? This is the church on, I don't know if you know where like Fanny's is on 11th Street in East Nashville, just right next to 5 Points. The church was hit during the tornado, and now it's gonna be a restaurant. I'd like to welcome to the stage now, Alex Valley, the most handsome transplant in LA. His company is called Unity Wellness.
Love it. Well, first of all, I want to say shout out to Wefunder for putting this on. Reed, Johnny, the rest of the team. This is really cool. Like, you guys have built an awesome community here. It seems like that's the theme tonight too, whether it's a dating app or braiding someone's hair or, bringing a community together in East Nashville. It seems to be all about community. That's essentially what we're trying to do at Unity. So we're a CBD beverage. CBD is good for mental health. We also put adaptogens in there too, because they are great for stress and anxiety. Trying to help alleviate stress and anxiety to help people with their mental health. I think there's too much stress out there, like me right now, talking to a group of people, and CBD is supposed to help with that. Adaptogens like ashwagandha, ginkgo biloba, myrtle rosea help with that, and that's what we're trying to do. I know I have some slides here. You can look at our Wefunder. We have a great Wefunder page. Shout out to Reed for helping us put that together. Some great companies, really excited to be here. And we got Feeney and Rocky here too. They're with me right here. So if you guys have any questions or want to try some, looks like there are a few people drinking them too. Do that. That's one of the biggest reasons to believe, and hopefully helps you with your stress and anxiety. Cheers, guys.
I'm a big fan of Alex's beverages as well. They're very good. There we go. All right, we're down to the last two pitches. How's everybody doing out there? Okay, I would like to call to the stage Joe Miner of Earth Rides. I hope I sent out an email recommending everyone take a ride share here. There's a link to Earth Rides in there. I hope some of you guys rode here on Earth Rides, because Raven told me she was gonna have some extra cars on the road. Here you go, Joe.
Yeah, a little short, but thank you. Appreciate it. My name is Joe, last name Miner, head of partnerships for Earth Rides, and I'm one of 4 founding team members of the company. Earth Rides is a 100% electric rideshare company based in Nashville, launched in Nashville October 1st, 2020, and we've expanded to Austin August 1st of 2021. Couple cool pictures just for you guys to see. People love showing up to Broadway with the wing doors. They love it. Briefly, I'll just give you an overview of the company. So similar to Uber and Lyft, in the sense we have an app, you can download the app, book on demand, you can schedule ahead. But we have a mixed model. So we have a fleet of Teslas that we own, and we have W-2 employees. So drivers are paid hourly plus tips, all background checked, and they drive our fleet. And then we also have 1099 independent contractors who own their own Tesla, and they drive on our platform as well. Little bit of background of kind of our year one. So 150,000 passengers in our car first year, $1 million in gross revenue. And I owe that to just the grit of our team. Like, we launched in October, height of the pandemic, when people were like scared to leave their homes, let alone get in a car with a stranger, right? But thankfully for us, that kind of leveled the playing field because like Uber and Lyft, the drivers weren't out and people still needed to get around. So they gave us a shot, right? It's the local guys. You're like, they have Teslas, it should be okay. I'll give them a shot. And then a lot of those people have stuck around and are our everyday riders. I'll go back. Just to show the growth, first month, 7,200 in revenue. And then our year anniversary, we did 114,000 that month in revenue. A little bit of the metrics, just very quick. Some of the app opens, completed rides. The ride cancellations, interesting number here, is just showing that we've created a demand that we're still trying to get the supply for and keep up with the demand. But the demand is incredible in Nashville and Austin. So I'll hurry up. Just show some of the unit economics of how we're acquiring customers, the cost of acquiring a customer, and then how long they're spending on our platform and how much they're spending. And we owe a lot of that to our partnerships. So these are some of the companies we partner with. Probably some of the most proud partnerships are the Four Seasons and the Soho House in both cities, Austin and Nashville. And these partnerships are good because they're higher margin rides. It allows us to pay our drivers more. And then also as we scale, we go into other cities that have these companies. That's business for us as soon as we get to that market. So thank you.
All right, so the last pitch is going to require a little bit of acrobatics. All Access Advance is a company trying to revolutionize the touring industry, and their CEO is on tour. So let me switch the screen for a moment. He's going to be on Zoom and talk to you guys about the company. But before I change the screen, make sure you go to their page. I was asked to also, if you are watching the live stream, the All Access Advance is also going to have the stream going on Instagram. Their Instagram account is TMAAA, TMINC AAA. So go. Hold on, Tim. What's up, man? No problem. I can hear you, but you're not plugged into the room yet.
I've been watching the live stream.
Oh, now they can hear you. No, stop saying embarrassing things.
No more embarrassing things. Hey, everyone.
All right, hold on one second.
No problem.
All right. I'm gonna mute myself. Go, Tim.
Well, I can't hear you, but okay, I get it. That's fine. Give me the thumbs up that you can hear me and everything's cool. Thumbs up, dig it. Hello, everyone. My name is Timothy B. I'm here on site in Texas doing a show. We're active in this music industry, that's for sure. Let's get started. Another thumbs up if you can see my screen. All right, welcome to All Access. This is Events Advanced. Now, if ever you've planned a birthday party or a dinner party, we good? Cool. Are you seeing my slides?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, if ever you planned a birthday party or a dinner party or even a wedding, you've advanced an event. Advancing is simply talking to the venues and the personnel about the schedules or the parking, what you're gonna eat, security and whatnot. My name is Timothy Burkhead. I am the CEO of the All Access Advance. I've been touring since I was about 15 years old, playing drums professionally, working at venues as production manager, tour manager, and I'm actually on site right now as the audio front of house engineer for Leon Bridges. With me and my team, we have 55 years of experience in venues and touring and performance as well. Now we're part of this big market, 20 billion for US concerts and event promotion. We love the industry, but there's one big $1 million problem. And that's that when events and failed advances come about, you're spending money and you're adding expenses to your show costs. Why is that? Well, every big company has a big silo technology block that actually doesn't talk with any other technologies out there. It's easy to miss information because it's not available to you. And once you change the information in one place, it's actually out of date everywhere that it is. What does it look like? Looks like this melee. It's a bunch of back and forth between your phone calls, your text messages, your emails, your smoke signals, and then your text messages again. Then a tour manager has to consolidate all that info, put it into a third-party platform. Well, that's a little much if you say so. So we've invented the All Access Advance, the SaaS solution that simply centralizes that info, makes it so easy to get to and easy to spit out to those end users. It's integrated across all platforms. It's standardized in its format so that it speaks to all the other technologies, and it actually updates in real time everywhere that information lives. We've been able to make a user 10 times more efficient by having one dashboard where you can send one email to start the advance, you can watch the advance as it goes, and you can send one email to make sure the advance is all wrapped up and complete. The end product looks like a mobile optimized data sheet right now. We call it a digital data sheet. It's actually on your phones, and if you were following the schedule or even looking at the different founders that we have in the personnel, you can click and email and text from there. There's also a map that takes you right to the venue. So that is the end product. That's exactly what it looks like in our end. Now, another thing about being a new user on this software, as a tour manager, it allows me to multiply my business, get more involved with my community, working with multiple bands because I have that 10x efficiency. As a new TM, as we're filling the hiring gaps out there, since there are less people, the new people use this as a checklist to make sure that they're doing everything that's necessary to get into this industry and be effective. With our small team and our V9 software, which is up and running right now, we did 400 plus events last year across our venues, Eastside Bowl and Basement East, as well as with our artist partners, some including Moon Taxi, Maggie Rose, and Shooter Jennings, who was just nominated for a Grammy. Congrats to him. We brought in over $500,000 in revenue between 3 different revenue streams: tour consulting, venue subscriptions, which we're really excited about, and ticketing partnerships, which is truly the most lucrative. Now, let's talk about what we're doing here. This is a G Suite, not just a tool for a tour manager. Investing in All Access is about investing in the future of events, making events worldwide more accessible and easy to plan and easy to monitor. All Access is connecting these communities around our live events through our technology. We want to talk more about it. Brandon Jazz is in the room. He's our CPO and our venue manager. Jazz, what's up?
He's back there.
Right on my guy. You're doing a great job on the venue, man. Thanks for everything you've done today. So reach out to us, connect, join our round. We're at wefunder.com/allaccessadvance. We want to make sure we get this next product out because we've got venues waiting for us right now. We're having to turn them away, tell them to wait, but we know that at the end of this year with this investment, we're going to be able to put something on the shelf that's going to revolutionize and advance the advancing industry. Thank you very much. We are All Access.
All right, guys.
Give me the power back. There we go. Tim's still talking. Hey, thank you guys for being here tonight. This is the first time we've done an event like this in Nashville. We plan to do it again. We hope that you have learned a bunch about these startups tonight. We hope that you will go again to this page and invest. Like I said, all it takes is $100 and you're following along. I think this is this is not just about funding one campaign, although we want to see all of these guys succeed. This is about building a culture of investing, making this feel accessible to everyone. And I hope that you guys all feel closer to being an angel investor tonight, which is what you all are. Thank you.
We got a lot of beer, so please go drink some. Read. Yeah. Hey, if you pitch tonight, come here. Tim, come on. Tim, thanks for that. That was awesome. Oh, he left. Come on up, fellas. I still have the mic? Hey, if you were a founder that pitched tonight, please come up here. I want to take my picture with you. Alex, come here. Where's the rest of them? Let's do it. Come on, we got you. Come on, come on. I know. You guys should see it. After you said you plugged it, Emily. Emily.
And then I was like,
I don't see anybody else. Hold on. How are we doing this photo? You're like the hype woman forever. We going your way.
I already had like a whole background from some. And I was telling you guys what our company was. We were talking earlier. So you already kind of told me a little bit about what you're doing. And I was saying how like how cool it was because all my friends do. Partly all those weird and they just children. Yeah. Like that is I'm gonna watch it. Something they're all like, we're just real. Or like ABC.
You're missing Reed.
Yeah.
We can all hold you like this. Come on, guys. Hey, that was great. Look at classic. Look at classic. All right. Hey guys, that was really awesome.
Thank you.
I had a great time.
I know. Why did Reed decline the stare?
They were stressed. I didn't understand what they were asking. This stuff is doing good. Doing good.